You ever catch your neighbors swimming in your pool and realize your life is about to turn into a bad reality show? Yeah, that happened to me. I'd spent years hustling in tech, scraping every penny to finally buy a place that screamed. I made it sleek kitchen, killer home office, and a pool that glowed with these crazy LED lights at night, almost like it was winking at me after a long day. That pool wasn't just water to me, you know? It was a trophy. Every lap, every floatie, every stupid poolside playlist, it was proof I'd clawed my way somewhere. So imagine me, just chilling one morning, binoculars in hand, because, yeah, I birdwatch, and I'm not ashamed, but as I'm scanning the yard, my stomach just drops because they're gliding through my pool with all the arrogance in the world, is Evelyn Marsh from next door. She's 55, rocks this blinding green swimsuit, and acts like she's Queen of Willow Creek, right? The same Evelyn who writes notes about my car tires, bitches about my grass being a millimeter too high, and snipes about how some people don't respect community standards. I kept my cool for years, but this was war. Now, part of me wanted to fly out there and raise hell, but something told me, hold up, this isn't her first rodeo. So I went full tech nerd, pulled up my security footage, and man, I wish I hadn't. Turns out, Evelyn had been dipping in my pool for weeks. Always when she thought I was out, weekday mornings, same MO, slides through a loose fence panel, blows up a unicorn float that has no business in anyone's yard, cracks open my poolside mini fridge, and even mutters about my lazy pool cleaning like I'm working for her. It wasn't just trespassing, it was a full-blown invasion, like she'd claimed my backyard in the name of the HOA. That night, I couldn't sleep. I was cycling through scenarios. Do I call her out? Put up a sign? No. Someone like Evelyn would just twist it, play the victim, rally the neighbors. She needed a lesson, something she'd feel for a long, long time. By sunrise, I had a plan. Called in sick, which I never posted up at my office window with a clear line of sight to the pool, and waited. At exactly 9:43 a.m., there she was, peeking over the fence like some Mission Impossible agent, waited 10 minutes, and then just slinks in like she owns the place. She even deadhead my marigolds on the way. That smug sigh as she slid into the pool, man, I still hear it. So I waited until she got comfortable. Then I grabbed my phone because my pool is smart, you know? I can control the heat from anywhere and crank it up to hot tub mode. At first, she kept swimming, but then her face twisted. She slowed down, looking around like, what the hell? Suddenly, she's scrambling out, skin bright red, gasping. I wandered out, coffee mug in hand, doing my best. Oh, what's going on here? Face. Evelyn, you all right? You look a little overcooked. Caught. Dripping. Humiliated. I figure maybe, just maybe, she'd finally own up. But nope, she went straight into Oscar mode. Marcus, thank God you're here. Your pool's broken. I was checking it for you. And suddenly it turned into a sauna. I could have been hurt. I just stared at her like, are you for real right now? Checked my phone, smiled. Everything's running fine, Evelyn. Are you sure you're okay? You're really red. She saw I wasn't buying it, got mad. Then she snapped. How dare you? I've been nothing but a good neighbor, and you set me up. You set a trap. I just laughed honestly, couldn't help it. Evelyn, you're my yard, my pool. You wouldn't even notice if I hadn't caught you trespassing. And then she said a mask just dropped. People like you should be grateful to live here. This street used to mean something before it got so. Mixed. It was like a slap in the face. 3 years of phony, neighborly waves made sense. She didn't hate my pool. She hated that I owned it. That I belonged here. I called her on it. You're swimming in my pool because I'm not supposed to be here? Because I'm black? She backpedaled hard, tried to spin it about community and helping each other out. I was done. You break in, use my stuff, and call us sharing? That's theft, Evelyn. She shrieked back. It's just water. You don't own water, but I pay for it. In a pool, I work my ass off to build. What exactly do you think you deserve, Evelyn? She just froze cornered and then played the only card she had left. She screamed for Tom, her husband, who, lucky me, is a cop. And just like that, Tom comes barreling out in uniform, eyes on me, hand twitching toward his belt. What's going on? Evelyn, still dripping, goes, he trapped me in the pool and threatened me. The water burned me. Tom looks at me, waiting for an explanation. I stay cool. Tell him exactly what happened. Evelyn's been sneaking in today. She said I don't belong. Then she called you. Evelyn loses it, goes full damsel, and then she just collapses, clutching her chest, moaning. Tom panics, yells at me. What did you do to her? I say, nothing. She's embarrassed and faking. That does it. Tom charges at me. I know enough jujitsu to get out of the way and pin him without hurting him. He's still swinging, yelling. Evelyn, now sitting up, is screaming for someone to call 911, painting herself as the victim. So I do exactly that. Good idea, Evelyn. I'm calling the cops. I dial and calmly tell dispatch. I have a trespasser and her husband, an off-duty cop, attack me in my own yard. Cops show up fast. Sergeant Lisa Carter takes over, tells everyone to keep their hands where she can see them. Tom tries to throw his weight around, says I attacked him and Evelyn. Evelyn points at me like I'm the devil. But I just breathe. I have security footage shows everything. Evelyn, panicked, says I faked the videos, but Carter just gives her a look. I play the clips Evelyn sneaking in, using my pool, the racist outburst, Tom charging me, the whole mess. Carter just nods, turns to Evelyn. Care to explain? Evelyn sputters, tries to say she was just helping. That's when Carter flatly calls it what it is. That's criminal trespass. Evelyn snaps, yells, Why are you taking his side? He's ruining the neighborhood. Everyone goes quiet. Carter just repeats, Because he's black? Evelyn won't answer. Tom slumps, finally realizing who he married. Right then, Detective Park shows up. She checks Evelyn's bag, finds a camera with hours of footage. My house, my car, even inside my windows. Turns out, Evelyn was stalking measuring details with some online group targeting black homeowners. They had a whole operation, blocking permits, sending threats, vandalizing houses. My pool wasn't just her private spa. It was bait for some racist setup, trying to get me to snap, so she could run me out of town. So yeah, Evelyn gets cuffed, right there stalking, trespassing, hate crime conspiracy. As she's dragged away, she shrieks, You'll regret this. Crime's gonna skyrocket. But you know what happened? The whole thing blew up arrests across the city. News vans on my lawn. The HOA scrambling to distance themselves. Tom divorced Evelyn. He showed up one night, broken, apologized, said he never saw who she really was. I forgave him kind of. He was blind, but not evil. Funny thing, the neighborhood changed. People started showing up at my place, saying thanks for standing up. Black, white, Latino, Asian Averion's kids splashing in my pool, barbecue smoke in the air, laughter everywhere. Property values shot up. The community actually became a community. Months later, I got a letter from a woman I'd never met. Said she'd almost sold her house because of Evelyn's group, but now she felt safe. So that's my revenge. Living well, unafraid, out loud. Evelyn tried to make me a cautionary tale. She made me a cornerstone. Some nights I sit by the pool, drink in hand, and watch kids play where once there was just her hate. Tell me, would you have done? Would you forgive, forget, fight back? Where's the line between justice and revenge in a place that calls itself a neighborhood? Drop your thoughts below, because honestly, these days I'm still listening.